this is just the most blessed situation. I'm just literally saying to myself how blessed I am in this life and these moments that I am experiencing at the moment. Driving slowly through the New Forest, and I just come across this absolutely gorgeous little setting. Look at this situation. I feel so grateful for my life right now. I'm more in love with my life than I've ever been before. That's a lie. That's not the truth. That's not the complete truth. I've felt this way many times before, but back then I didn't realize what I was feeling. Those feelings that I had when I achieved a goal that I set out to achieve, when I became world champion at kayaking, when I created a YouTube chapter for myself, all of that, it felt so good to do that. This is a familiar feeling for me. And I'm just remembering that. And I think part of the guilt that I've experienced in my life, of which I've felt very guilty very often, and it's caused me a lot of confusion and depression and anxiety, this feeling of guilt for really enjoying my life. It's such a natural thing for me to do, like it just is who I am. And I feel like I'm back in my flow of just deep acceptance of this path that's unfolding before me, and inspired and willing and energized and devoted to the co-creation of that by meeting life where I'm actually at, but loving as best I can my life and myself, even when it's fucking hard, even when shit is falling apart at the seams, even when nothing makes sense, even when I don't know who the fuck I am, even when I hate who I am or I hate who I've become. All of that. Look at this. Look at this, for goodness sake. And then look in my wing mirror. Look at this situation I'm in. This is so beautiful. Hi. Oh. Like, I've had to do a lot of work to be able to bring enough presence to a moment like this that is relatively not that exciting, right? This is not a particularly exciting moment, but I'm able to tune into the purity of it, the divinity of it, the exquisite nature of Mother Earth's beauty, horses, how sensitive they are, how sensitive I am, and how all of it is a reflection of like the truth of who I am and the truth of who you are too. All of this beauty around me, it's like, oh, I'm that too. I'm also beautiful. I'm also chaotic. I'm also in these cycles of death and rebirth, and I have no fucking idea what I'm doing, and I never have had a clue. It just has worked out for me one way or another, and I feel like I'm beginning to understand that when I intentionally treat life like a game, and that it is a fucking excellent game. This is the best game in the whole universe, and I really begin to tune into what I'm grateful for, like what I'm truly... I couldn't do what I do without you. I couldn't do what I've done without all of the beautiful people that have supported me through all my different endeavors. And so to tune into that, and then on the broader, more zoomed out spiritual perspective, none of us can do any of this without God. None of us could be having any of these experiences without the Creator. And so we're in this like paradoxical position where we are everything that exists, all exists from the one source, the same source. And when I humbly acknowledge that I don't actually exist, I can tune into just like the incredible beauty around me, And it cracks my heart open, and it expands my capacity to feel good. And after the last fucking like few years, like the last 7-8 years, but particularly through the pandemic and everything, like it's been like being a human being, my experience of it has been so hectic, so intense, so often in so many different ways, that I've just been like obliterated on so many levels. And I've forgotten what it really feels like to have momentum in feeling good about myself, in feeling good about like just life in general. So I just wanted to fucking blast you with a little bit of that energy in case you need it, because it's overflowing for me right now. And this is the space that I love creating from. Anyway, so I'm going to enjoy the rest of my very slow drive through this very ornamental area of the New Forest here in Dorset. I'm so in love with this land as well. I feel so connected to the forest. Life is really beautiful right now. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Have the best day ever. Peace.